Hello, I'm Jeff Siebold, the current AIA Mississippi President. Welcome to the 2022 AIA Mississippi Design Award Ceremony. Today, we are thrilled to recognize those who have made significant contributions to the profession, whether through their influence or through their practice. On behalf of the AIA membership, it is a privilege to honor the dedication, hard work, and sacrifice of these individuals and firms. I welcome our AIA members, associate members, MAP partners, students, and special guests in attendance today. I also want to thank our MC, Megan West. Those in the Jackson area will recognize Megan as the evening news anchor for WAPT, where she has received numerous Associated Press awards and 2 Emmy nominations. Off camera, she bolsters the community through her volunteer work with the Junior League of Jackson, the Distinguished Young Women of Mississippi, and serves on the Board of Directors of Opera Mississippi to help guide the local performing arts. Thank you for joining us and for sharing your talents in this year's celebration of architectural excellence.
Thank you, Jeff. I am honored to be part of today's event as AIA Mississippi seeks to elevate the quality of architecture and encourage excellence by recognizing and honoring the distinguished work of its members. Today, we're at the Falk House, a mid-century modern treasure, bridging organic and international architecture that recently became a part of the National Register of Historic Places. It serves as the perfect backdrop for the creativity and passion for design on display from this year's award entries. Thank you to John Hooks for allowing us into your beautiful home. Before we begin, let's thank this year's sponsors who have made this special event possible.
Our title sponsor, Mississippi Concrete Association, and our signature sponsor, Old South Brick, and our associate sponsors, Mississippi State School of Architecture, K.I. Glenn Jones and Associates, and Nexus Advisors. Thank you for your generous contributions, which enable us to host the awards and recognize the contributions of AIA members to the profession of architecture.
Let's take a moment to acknowledge and thank each of this year's award entrants. We had a record-breaking 36 entries. Your support and participation in the awards competition are greatly valued. Here are this year's entries.
The jury was impressed with the number of projects that were designed for marginalized and lower-income clients, which sensitively respond to specialized needs and provide dignified housing and social support facilities. These designs support community building and are socially beneficial to all. The jury was equally impressed with the attention to details and craftsmanship exhibited in the submissions. There was intricate, interesting, and innovative use of brick, steel, and wood. Small budgets did not prevent good design. Many projects achieved substantial results on limited budgets and created positive, enduring changes to existing facilities. The jury noted the broad array of project types, indicating the impressive and wide-ranging expertise of Mississippi's architects.
Finally, we want to thank everyone involved in the review process, including the jury liaison, Jason Callender, for his efforts in coordinating this year's review. Let's introduce the jury panel.
Daria Pizzetta, FAIA, is this year's lead juror. Ms. Pizzetta is a native of Biloxi, Mississippi, and holds a Bachelor of Architecture degree from Mississippi State University. In 1992, Ms. Pizzetta joined Hardy Holzman Pfeiffer Associates to direct the interior design of Scholastic Incorporated's New York City headquarters, and in 1994 was named director of HHPA's Interiors Department. She is now a principal at H3, the successor form of HHPA, where her projects have included the Botanical Research Institute of Texas facility in Fort Worth and the Brooklyn Academy of Music's Fisher Building. Her project for the Maritime and Seafood Industry Museum in Biloxi, Mississippi received an MSAIA Honor Award in 2015. Daria has chaired the American Institute of Architects New York Chapter Interiors Committee and was on the board of directors for the AIA NYC. She has been a featured speaker at both the AIA and American Library Association's national conferences and has chaired the AIA Mississippi Design Awards jury 3 times. Daria was elevated to the American Institute of Architects College of Fellows in 2017. The jury panel assembled by Ms. Pizzetta includes Peter Cavalluzzi, a design leader in large-scale mixed-use design. Peter applies his vast experience and passion to complex city-making opportunities that include high-rise buildings, urban infill, transit-integrated facilities, sweeping waterfronts, and medical center campuses in cities across the U.S. and abroad. His expansive portfolio includes Mayo Clinic Destination Medical Center, City Center Las Vegas, Science City Union Station, the Wheeler Mixed-Use Development in Brooklyn, and the Cascade Office Tower in Manhattan. He holds a master's from Columbia University and is a Ralph Rapson Fellow and ULI National Council member. Each completed design work extends and enhances the art of living and working in the heart of the city. Monica Hart, principal and co-owner and founder of Sobin Hart Architects since 1988, serves as the project architect on numerous projects the firm undertakes. She's a recognized expert in acute care and outpatient medical facility project planning and management. Monica works closely with the entire project team to provide technical expertise and the corporate commitment of resources. She provides leadership on developing project strategies, space planning, disruptions. She serves as the design team's executive representative to the client and ensures that the project goals are achieved and contractual obligations are met. James Sines is a vice president in the Construction Services Division of HKS's New York City office. He has more than 30 years of experience in project types ranging from commercial, higher education, and hospitality to multifamily residential and medical facilities. In addition to construction services, James performs quality assurance reviews, including reviews for code issues, ANSI, and ADA issues. James is adept at resolving issues with complex details and assisting in resolving field conditions. As a mentor, he also provides product research and facilitates educational programs, including leading site visits and teaching construction administration classes to educate the younger staff on what to look out for and to improve the technical capabilities of the staff. James is a graduate of Lawrence Technological University, Southfield, Michigan. His past positions include those as Technical Director at Morris Adjumai Architect, Project Manager Construction Administrator at AIA Architects, and as an associate at H3 Hardy Collaboration Architecture, where he led the CA team on the construction of the Jackson Federal Courthouse. Thanks again to the jurors for their time and commitment to deliberate each of this year's entrants.
We would like to take a moment and recognize the newly registered architects for 2022. These individuals have successfully completed the strenuous course of education, acquired valuable work experience, and conquered the rigorous testing required to be an architect. Let's congratulate them on this big accomplishment in their career. Okay, the introductions have been made. Thank you all. Now let's get down to the real business of this program, the awards. Whether by nomination, public voting, or jury selection, each of these individuals or firms have proven themselves worthy of recognition in their dedication to architecture. And so without any further ado, let's present the awards. Please enjoy the show. The Friend of Architecture Award honors an individual or an organization that has demonstrated significant support to the practice of architecture from outside the profession. This year's recipient is Richard Bennett.
In recognition of his outstanding contribution to the advancement of the objectives of AIA Mississippi and unwavering dedication and support of the Good Samaritan legislation, an AIA Certificate of Appreciation is awarded to Richard Bennett, the District 120 representative from Harrison County. Richard was instrumental in the success of the Good Samaritan legislation during the 2022 legislative session. In addition to sponsoring the bill, Richard also brought together supporters from within the legislature to support the bill. Richard went the extra mile, working with his colleagues into the final hours of the 2022 session to shepherd the bill through. Without his support, the bill would have not survived. Thanks to the action taken by Representative Bennett, Good Samaritan legislation for architects and engineers is on the books. Architects and engineers are now able to volunteer without the risk of civil liability and assisting those in need by performing safety assessments following a declared disaster. Congratulations, Richard.
The Certificate of Appreciation is awarded to an individual or a group who's rendered distinguished service in the advancement of the objectives of AIA Mississippi. This year's recipients are Rob Farr, Ben Kitchens, Katie Browning, Leah Waters, Ryan Florike, Mark Leishan, and Scott Eddy, all members of the Legislative and Advocacy Committee.
Over the years, AIA Mississippi has diligently pursued the Good Samaritan bill for Mississippi's architects and engineers. In 2021, the chapter approached the bill with renewed energy and a fresh approach. These efforts were rewarded during the 2022 legislative session as Mississippi joined 39 other states with a Good Samaritan law following the signing of House Bill 1351, the Good Samaritan bill for architects and engineers. Congratulations and thank you, Rob, Ben, Katie, Lee, Ryan, Mark, and Scott.
The Emerging Professionals Award is given to an AIA associate member who demonstrates substantial impact through their time and their talents. This year's recipient is Kelly Bosarge.
Kelly has served as AIA Mississippi Associate Director for the past year and on the committee for 2 years. In that time, Kelly has been a leader in the emerging professional space for AIA Mississippi. She has created new, unique opportunities for young professionals to engage the profession, focusing on renewed connections with student organizations, creating new, fresh approaches to existing events, and developing opportunities to give back through volunteerism for emerging professionals across the state. Kelly's tenure has been marked by organization and leadership, which positions the committee to continue to grow, serve as a conduit for emerging professionals to engage the profession and build a bridge to full membership. Congratulations, Kelly.
Honor citations are designated by the jury to projects worthy of recognition because of their notable design quality. An honor citation goes to the Mississippi Trademark by Weirburner Allen Architecture.
The jury appreciated the linear bar building addition to the circular form of the existing trademark as the correct method for adding onto a purely geometric form. The entry facade is nicely proportioned with the play of materials between the white wall panels, ribbon glass wall, and wood accents. The lobby finishes add elegance to the building interior and places emphasis on the convention hall portals designating entry. The interior lobby and event spaces provide a lovely setting while its placement rightly faces away from the old building. The jury hopes the adjacent trademark can be upgraded to meet the beauty of its new addition. Congratulations, Weirburner Allen Architecture.
A second honor citation goes to Bayou Academy Renovation by Canizero Cawthon Davis.
Small gestures have made an enormous impact on the Bayou Academy, transforming a tired industrial building into a composition of well-crafted materials that give dignity and elegance to the building entry. The symmetry of the three-gable composition works together as three pillars of the school's motto: truth, honor, and integrity. The existing corrugated walls, painted dark, become a refined backdrop for the new materials of light stone, mottled brick, and wood. The use of the light-colored stone wing walls provides a sense of direction to the building's entry and adds to dimensional space of what used to be flat. The dimensionality has aided to break down a large courtyard into smaller usable areas that are very delightful gathering places. The jury was enamored with the gable central trellis's large impact in transforming the central space. The jury looks forward to seeing the Academy's master plan executed at the level of this first intervention. Congratulations to Canizero Cawthon Davis.
A third honor citation goes to The Legacy at Dant Crossing by Dean Architecture.
The form of the project successfully captures the feel of rickhouse architecture, while the site planning and building orientation is applauded for its ability to highlight the other buildings of the distillery's campus. The jury particularly liked the slight rotation of the plan that is utilized to frame these views. The project includes an interesting use of steel that references iron building styling. The interior wood and brick have a weathered look that add interest to transitional spaces and circulation areas. The use of material aids in the feeling of a bourbon tasting room. The exterior's bold colors make a statement of solidity of form imposed on this pastoral setting. Congratulations to Dean Architecture.
A fourth honor citation goes to The Sela House by Duval Decker.
The jurors were intrigued by the building's programmatic goals that will adapt this house from a residential occupancy to a building utilized for a nature preserve. We can envision how this transformation can successfully occur and how each space can be utilized. The exquisite woodwork details appealed to the jury, as did the sitting of the house within the forest-like setting. The massing of the house presents interesting roof lines, while the house sensitively incorporates local materials. This project incorporates an impressive array of environmental strategies that result not only in energy savings, but use the sun angles and surrounding views to enhance the overall appeal of this project. Congratulations to Duval Decker.
A fifth and final honor citation goes to Central Elementary School by Ely Guild Hardy Architects.
Joyful, whimsical, and fun, the jury unanimously agreed that they would have liked to go to school here. The central atrium and two-story space afforded multiple flexible spaces for small group breakout activities, as well as a traditional library setting. The jury appreciates how the plan offers glimpses into these multiple spaces and an understandable connection between spaces. The design seems age-appropriate and affords a creative learning environment. The jurors would like to see more of the delight exhibited in the interior transferred to the exterior colors and materials and more landscape elements incorporated in the plan. Congratulations to Ely Guild Hardy Architects.
The Mississippi Concrete Association was started in 1957 as a nonprofit trade association representing the concrete industries throughout Mississippi. Our members range from admix manufacturers, producers of sand and gravel, cement manufacturers, and ready-mix concrete producers. With over 1,200 industry workers statewide, Mississippi Concrete represents an essential part of the Mississippi economy. Mississippi Concrete provides education through our Concrete College, which is a certified program through the National Ready Mix Concrete Association and the American Concrete Institute. Mississippi Concrete provides promotional opportunities through our Lunch and Learn series and trade show exhibitions to architects, engineers, home builders, contractors, developers, and homeowners. Lastly, Mississippi Concrete focuses and participates in advocacy at the local, state, and national levels to advance the concrete industry. Mississippi Concrete Association, providing a firm concrete foundation for Mississippi's homes, businesses, and schools.
The Community Service Award is given to an AIA Mississippi member for exceptional service to the community, city, state, or a civic group. This year's recipient is Allison Anderson.
Allison Anderson is the founding principal of Unabridged Architecture, a firm recognized for incorporating sustainability, adaptation, and resilience against climate challenges across a wide variety of project types. Allison was the first LEED accredited professional in Mississippi, is a fellow of the American Institute of Architects, and serves on the AIA Committee for Climate Action and Design Excellence. She has published articles on resilience in the Oxford Research Encyclopedia, as well as many other peer-reviewed journals. AIA Mississippi recognizes Allison with the Community Service Award for her extensive work as a respected voice and thoughtful leader in sustainability and resilience. Her practice and firm is dedicated to civic and sustainable design within fragile coastal environments, focusing on projects with a strong community design component. Her body of work is dedicated to creating sustainable places through preservation and enhancement of existing structures, communities, and habitats. When your focus is also repairing the connection between nature and the built environment, your practice demands that you explore the broadest definition of sustainability. Thank you, Allison, for all you do for our chapter and practice. We're honored to be able to recognize you today for your body of work and tireless advocacy. Congratulations, Allison.
Merit Design Awards are designated by the jury to projects that exhibit distinguished achievement in architectural design. A Merit Award goes to The Reserves at Gray Park by Duval Decker.
This noble project provides for impressive density and variety within a small footprint. The jury applauds the efforts to bring desirable housing to an underserved and overlooked neighborhood. The design team used familiar elements such as courtyards and front porches to create a sense of community. The results provide a vibrance and charm to a village-like plan that revolves around shared interior courtyards while giving personality and style to the individual units. The 3-unit building plan is efficient without looking repetitive. The details of the extended eaves work for solar heat gain in winter while providing shade in summer. The perceived value of the place is so much greater than the $128 per square foot price tag that accompanies it. Congratulations, Duval Decker.
A second merit award goes to Barrister's Landing by Waters Architecture.
With refined modern styling, the references to traditional Southern architecture are still evident. The jury appreciated the deep covered porches and openness of the great room, whose windows frame views of the Gulf. The narrow site is effectively developed to present a dramatic front facade and commendably incorporates a private side courtyard. Placing the house deep into the site provides a dramatic rolling lawn. The refined detailing, elegant proportions, and sensitive use of a white color palette in both the interior and exterior create a formal yet comfortable home. And this home will stop traffic along Highway 90, or at least slow it down. Congratulations, Waters Architecture.
A third merit award goes to the Chapel of the Resurrection by Barlow, Eddie Jenkins, and Ely Guild Hardy Architects.
A graceful, simple, and sophisticated interpretation of Gothic revival, the chapel neatly nestles into its setting between a grove of trees and the water's edge. The new chapel rightfully does not compete with the site's existing historic chapel structure, but expands the site's capabilities for hosting parishioners and guests. The jury found the chapel to be a respectful addition to its naturalistic surroundings and historic site. They appreciated the use of dark, rich millwork in contrast to the stark white material of the interior walls. The clear, concise drawings helped to clearly illustrate the scope and details of the project. Congratulations, Barlow, Eddie Jenkins, and EGH Architects.
The Chapel of the Resurrection also won the Samuel Mockbee Award. Samuel Mockbee is a noted architect born in our very own Meridian, Mississippi. His outspoken approach advocated for elevated standards of living among the South's rural populations. Recipients of this award demonstrate a sensitivity to that spirit as selected by a vote of the AIA Mississippi membership. A fourth merit award goes to the USM Executive Education and Conference Center by Unabridged Architecture.
This unbuilt submission excited the jury with the anticipation of seeing the design being executed to the level of its drawings and renderings. The horizontal lines and sweeping roofs make this education and conference center a pavilion that can be used for multiple functions. In spite of its large size, the building provides a breeziness that allows for the surrounding landscape to be an integral part of the structured outdoor space. The jury liked the extensive covered areas and felt they are appropriate for this climate. The goal of being environmentally sustainable can not only be achieved but will be evident in the design. The long and angled walkway canopy will be an interesting engineering design to execute. Congratulations, Unabridged Architecture. Old South Brick's owner, Jerry Crosby, has nearly 70 years' experience in the brick industry. And he opened Old South Brick back in 1982, and it remains a family-owned and operated company located in Jackson, Mississippi. Old South Brick offers a complete line of new and old brick for all commercial and residential building needs, as well as masonry supplies, concrete block, stone, and so much more. Their friendly staff are highly trained, motivated professionals who can be trusted with your business. Thank you, Old South Brick, for supporting AIA Mississippi and the evolution of quality design in Mississippi.
The AIA Mississippi Lifetime Achievement Award is our highest honor and is awarded to individuals who've made a significant contribution to society during their lifetime in their community, their city, state, and civic group for the betterment of society. Please join me in honoring Carl Franco.
Carl has enjoyed a truly successful career that has spanned over 47 years in architecture. He has been instrumental in leading JH&H for nearly 40 years and has demonstrated dedicated service to the AIA Mississippi chapter, serving as president in 2003. From the start at JH&H, unbeknownst to Carl, he was a guinea pig for what is now known as the Intern Development Program, developed by Carl's mentor, Robert V.M. Harrison, FAIA, one of the founders of the firm. Carl represents the first intern architect nationally to go through the IDP program and achieve his professional credentials to become a registered architect. Mr. Harrison and Carl worked together to incorporate their work relationship as the initial criteria used in the program the industry recognizes today. His achievements are many in our profession, yet he has humbly dedicated countless hours to community service through his church and other faith-based affiliations. These interactions through faith-based service within the community have especially shaped his desire and affinity to design and plan church facilities such as complete campuses, worship center sanctuaries, education facilities, recreational venues, and age-appropriate venues that serve to better the human spirit. Congratulations, Carl.
Finally, we come to the Honor Awards. The jury designates this award to those projects that exhibit overall design excellence. The first honor award goes to the Chapel of St. Andrew the Apostle by Weir-Burner Allen Architecture.
An outstanding addition to the campus complex, the chapel achieves its purpose of marking the spiritual center of the campus. The placement of the building footprint in the bell tower creates a gateway, orienting students and faculty. The building reflects a very elegant and modern styling of traditional campus materials, brick, wood, and concrete. The full-height silver windows successfully create a sense of sanctuary, while at the same time connecting to the exterior. The long-span structural system creates a sense of height and an elevated experience of space. The jury appreciated the beauty and simplicity of the wood and brick detailing and the quality of the craftsmanship. Congratulations, Weir-Burner Allen Architecture.
A second honor award goes to the Baddour Center Transitional Housing by Duval Decker.
Home. This project's exterior forms reflect a serene and simple use of an architectural vocabulary that reminded the jury of home. It lends a simplicity and elegance that is understandable to anyone and will provide a familiar reference to the intellectually compromised occupants of this residence. The park-like setting assists in the reinforcement of this as home. There is no sensory overload in form. The house is detailed in a way that is both simple and interesting, using familiar materials, shingles, siding, and has a residential scale of exterior elements. The jury appreciated the description of the needed separation and transitions between sanctuary spaces, bedrooms, support, laundry, etc., and living areas that allow for a resident to adjust and choose the level of interaction desired. These program goals have been sensitively and thoughtfully achieved. The architect has created a warm and comfortable environment. If architecture has a soul, this is what it looks like. Congratulations, Duval Decker.
While the jurists review entries for certain criteria, there are favorites among our members for merit based on a broad variety of unmeasurable characteristics, an acknowledgement of quality work amongst peers. The first People's Choice Award goes to the Academy of Innovation by Dale Bailey.
The project consists of 70,000 square feet of multi-story new construction. The STEM-based junior high school boasts innovative learning techniques and focuses on growing technological trends in modern society. The driving architectural design concept parallels the school's philosophy by introducing contemporary forms and materials, exposes building systems for learning opportunities, and creates versatile teaching spaces. The building design is organized around 4 student learning studios. Each of these studios are self-contained academies where students interact and learn together in a flexibly built environment. Operable glass partitions empower teachers to manipulate the learning habitat and adapt to new teaching criteria as they develop their curriculum year after year. These learning hubs also include unique flexible furniture, interactive screens, and a sophisticated audio system to further supplement the modular characteristics of the classroom. Congratulations, Dale Bailey.
A second People's Choice Award goes to the Capri Theater, Highball Lanes, and the Pearl by Weir-Burner Allen Architecture.
The historic Capri Theater, which stands as the centerpiece of Fondren's business district, first opened its doors in 1940 as the Pix. After 45 years of varying commercial success, the Capri, renamed in the mid-1960s, closed its doors and remained dormant for 3 decades. The original theater building and its neighbors have now been renovated and restored to preserve their historical relevance while reimagining the building's interiors to accommodate a modern civic entertainment hub. The design team worked to restore the building's exterior facades to their original appearances, all of which contribute to the historic Fondren Business District. And the interiors were transformed to house a 168-seat dine-in theater, the Pearl Tiki Bar, and Highball Lanes Bowling Alley and Restaurant. Exterior work included the restoration of the building's plaster facades, reconstruction of their entrances, the addition of updated neon signage, and reconfiguring access throughout the buildings to meet accessibility needs. Congratulations, Weir Porter Allen Architecture.
As we come to a close, I would like to extend my sincerest appreciation to Ben Kitchens and members of the Design Awards Committee for their commitment to the success of this event. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank the AIA Mississippi Board of Directors for their support throughout the year, not just for this event, but for all of their volunteer time and support of the mission of the chapter. Lastly, I am proud of each of this year's submissions and the firms who prepared them, and I greatly appreciate the efforts of each member towards a greater architecture here in Mississippi. And I'm looking forward to next year already. Thank you. I would also like to honor our outgoing past president, Shane Germany, with the Medal of Service. Thank you for your long-standing commitment to the AIA.
As the Design Committee Chair, I would like to thank each one of you that helped pull this event together. Without your efforts, this award ceremony would not have been possible.